Well, everybody having a nice time tonight?
Yes, sir.
Nobody, huh? Shame. Well, hopefully you'll have a nice time with me, but it won't last very long. Or at least that's what most women say about me. I try to go for 5 minutes, but it's typically a little more than I can do, so we'll see. Speaking of not lasting very long, I recently got laid off. I was a prostitute or stripper. You know, I went back and forth between the two. Some of you here may recognize me. My stage name was Cinnamon. Since I'm out of the game now, though, I just go by Sam. I wasn't able to spell cinnamon, so I couldn't put it on the sheet today. Fucked up part about that is I was my own pimp. So I fired myself. If you can imagine how that conversation went, it wasn't good. I got a new job now, though. Despite my rugged good looks, no, I don't do any modeling. I actually work taking care of sick people. You know, I know I'm sick enough, but I work taking care of sick people, and one of my more memorable times at work recently, we had an older woman patient come in, and the guy who was in charge that day asked me to take a temperature. And I thought that it was a little odd that, you know, he'd ask that of me, but, you know, whatever, who am I, right? So I grabbed the thermometer, and if you don't know this, the most accurate place to take a temperature is rectally, you know? So I went to go do what I was told, and he was like, whoa, dude, what the hell are you doing? Stop. I was like, what the hell? He was like, no, put it in her mouth. I'm like, now I'm embarrassed in front of the crew, I have to put my pants back on. I have to stop trying to put the thermometer in my ass, and I have to put it in her mouth. So, I hate to tell you how that talking to went. I'm on that strike now, unfortunately. Yeah. Speaking of putting things in your ass, no, I'm not gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that, I'm just not. I guess I have had a few questionable moments in my time. I was at breakfast recently with a buddy of mine, and I've never really been a side-by-side sitter. I've always more so sat across from somebody. But today I said, no, let them watch. I want to sit next to him today. I want to see what it's like. So I sat next to that handsome bastard, and I looked at him for a moment, and I said, dude, hey, you know, I think your eyes have a little green in them. What did you just say to me? I said, yeah, I mean, you know, you're real handsome. It's very becoming. You have very green eyes. I said, you get out. So I had to switch seats after that. And, yeah, believe it or not, he didn't ask about my eyes not once. Didn't care. All men are the same. So, another buddy of mine recently completed an Ironman, and he only has one nostril. He has a deviated septum. I mean, what the fuck? You know, who can do that? I can't walk from here to the door without getting tired, and I have two nostrils. You know, that fucking guy. Until like last week, I actually thought you could only get a deviated septum from snorting coke. So I go to him and I said, hey man, you know what? Like, I'm really proud of you, you know, for like getting your life together and getting a good job and getting off that. He's like, dude, what are you talking about? I'm like, you know what I'm talking about. He's like, dude, you're an idiot. I'm like, found out that day you don't only get a deviated septum from coke. Speaking of turning your life around, I recently got pulled over. And it really sucked to have to explain to the officer why I have two driver's licenses. Why on one of them I'm Sam Martinez and on the other one I'm Jack Mehoff. And the reason behind that is because Florida now requires you to sign into Pornhub with your ID. I do that roughly 27, 28 times a week. And I'm just kidding. It's not very rough. I'm a very gentle lover. For anyone who's interested. No one's ever interested.